That's what you do. You just put this.
Put it in there and put it up there.
Okay, so I can.
Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! We did it. We did it. We super duper did it. We did it!
Playing, but this is the youngest one. I have an older nephew and I got this one here. And I owe it to my brother to make sure that his kids are set in life. So a big reason why I do what I do is for my parents, my family, my friends that are considered family. When I say family, I don't mean my relatives. Just because you got my DNA don't mean we family, you feel me? Let's get that straight. But, you know, it's important for me to be here because I know she needs me. Especially with my brother not being here no more. And for any of y'all that have friends, family, and you say they mean something to them, make sure you're there for who they leave behind. Because, yeah, we might be hurting, but their DNA, their seeds, hurt even more. And a lot of y'all talk that, oh, I got your kids for life, but y'all don't show up. You understand what I'm saying? So, my grown little person right here, this is what I do it for my brother. Because that's some major void. I know we will never be able to fill that void. But my intention is, us as our family, we try to close it up as much as we possibly can. And we do that by being here. So it's different, bro. I've been living my life kid-free. Because the eldest, he's grown. But now, you know, I got somebody that needs me. And I love my brother. And I know one of his biggest things was me being here for his kids. So that's what I'm doing. So make sure y'all are there for the people y'all claim y'all love the most. Not just when they here, but when they go cross over to the other side. Too talented to stars. Be blessed. This is what I do it for. Yeah.
Somebody's gone, they're not gone. If you think it's all of your fault, it's not. It's just normal. Everybody passed away. Everybody don't stay forever. And I went through that when my dad passed away. It was really, really hard. But now I got over it because my mommy told me that he's still here with us.
And there y'all have it. From the mouth of a baby. All right, y'all. I'm going to end this. Want to say bye?
Bye.
So let me tell y'all first about the mistakes I've been making with these videos. Just filmed 2 vlogs and they both were in slow motion. Now, so for months I've been trying to fix the audio on my brother's gravesite vlog, and unfortunately it can't be fixed. So I figured I'll come on camera and talk about what I was talking about then. So I was just basically touching on the fact that addicts' addiction just doesn't affect them. It affects everyone around them, including the family. I know a lot of people are like, oh, family should do this and that. Until you dealt with it, you don't understand. You have to have rules with them for your boundaries and to help them get better. By the time we found out about my brother's addiction, he was already far gone. We tried to put him in rehabs, and he wouldn't go because he had people around him telling him that he didn't need it. I remember this one time, finally got him to go to rehab, and I wanted to show my brother that I supported him, so I flew in, and I went right to the place, but unfortunately, they wouldn't let me in, and they couldn't find him. He wasn't answering his phone. I went because I wanted my brother to know that I loved him and that I was supporting him. I really thought we had more time to get our bond right, Unfortunately, God saw otherwise. The most beautiful thing about everything is before my brother passed, I took my mom to Mexico for Christmas, and we were on the beach praying for him and stuff like that. And I got to tell my brother I loved him before he passed. And, he had told me that he wasn't feeling good, that he was having issues with his head and his heart. And I believe he had issues with his liver and stuff like that. And I just got to tell my brother I was proud of him, I loved him. Me and my brother's relationship shifted when I learned to meet him where he was at, when I learned to understand that his addiction was an illness and that the person he was when he was on the substances wasn't who he really was. And the biggest thing I can tell anybody is don't judge, because you don't know what people are going through. I've learned so much about my brother since he passed and the silent battles that he was going through. You know what I'm saying? Far from perfect. He was out here in these streets being a menace, but he had a good heart. And I've learned so much since his passing to protect my energy, to not let everyone in your circle and, just really watch the energies that are around you. I guess the hardest part of dealing with all this is watching my parents grieve. It's heartbreaking. And my niece, my nephew, he's older, so he's handling it a lot better, but my niece has been trying to commit suicide since she was 5 years old. She's in group grief counseling with her mother. She also sees her therapist and stuff. And me and my family, we step in and we try to love on her as much as we can to let her know, even though her best friend is gone, we're here. But I just wish that people would start talking about the hardships of the families that have to deal with addiction. It's a lot. It's a lot. Addiction affects everyone around them. But if you're dealing with this, just give them grace. And if you know somebody who's dealing with this with their family members, give them grace, because it's not easy. And you love the person, you just hate the addiction. Yeah, it's taken me a while to edit this video because I'm still grieving. There was so much turmoil when my brother passed because we had to bury my grandfather, and then we just had certain people who were part of his life making it hard for my family. So I didn't really get to fully grieve until last year, and this makes year 2 since he's been gone. His birthday just passed on the 1st. What I try to do now is just spend as much time with my niece and nephew and just love on them as much as I can. And spend more time with my parents and my family members, because life is short. Tomorrow isn't promised to anybody, and, my brother's biggest thing was for me to be here for his kids. So that's what I'm working on. I've always tried to keep a relationship with the kids. Sometimes the moms are a little bit difficult, but those are my babies. And yeah, just going through it day by day. God answered my mom's prayer before he took my brother. And grief is hard. It comes in waves. Some days you'll be okay, and then a smell might trigger you, a sound might trigger you, a song might trigger you, a movie might trigger you, a random memory will pop up. But I just know I gotta keep pushing forward, because that's what my brother would want. And I just hope he knows how loved he was, and that I got our parents and his kids forever. So I said a lot more in the video, but I don't remember, so I'm just summarizing what was said since I messed up the audio. So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna end this video on that note. To anybody that's lost anyone, my deepest condolences, and just keep pushing forward, keep God first, and know that they're in a better place. Y'all have a good one.